One, two, one, two, one, two, three. Good evening. 18th of June 2014. FOMC day. FOMC evening. My name is Piotr. Welcome in our live trading room. Please bear in mind that our live trading room has educational purpose only. Trading effects on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some, all, or even more than your initial investment. Please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose, okay? Guys, we do have half an hour. Okay. Till decision. Then 1 hour till press conference. Plenty of time. We'll try to go through some charts, and hopefully there are going to be some fireworks, the same like in Australia-Netherlands game, World Championship, okay? And the game was not the reason of our delay today, no worries. And if nothing is going to happen today, then we've got the meeting tomorrow as well. Tomorrow very early morning. So based on today's setups, we are going to try to trade eventually tomorrow. Okay. We are going to try to trade eventually tomorrow. Now, let's have a look on the calendar. Of course, first statement, rate decision, then press conference. But we are going to see some Kiwi charts as well because of this GDP announcement before the Tokyo Open, okay? And the most important thing tomorrow during the European session is going to be Swiss National Bank interest rate decision and press conference, okay? Earlier today, there was a Bank of England minutes. Okay. No surprise in regards to votes. So as I mentioned earlier, some investment banks got the new projection, and late 2014, like November, there's some expectation in regards to rate hike. Okay. Overall, we have to watch UK data as well. Okay. And in that case, tomorrow we do have retail sales, and look guys, expectations are lower, much lower. Okay, expectations are much lower. So we are going to watch the pound as well, especially after Bank of England minutes earlier today. There are some nice developments in regards to, on pound charts. So we'll try to go through. The most important thing right now, of course, FOMC Fed rate decision, and the question is if yesterday CPI data from US scared some guys in Fed, and if we are going to see any hoax any hoax in the Fed camp. Okay. So let's start, guys. And let's start with dollar yen. As I mentioned in yesterday's comment, that CPI could be the game changer. Okay. The higher CPI could be the game changer. Now, what bulls need is some hawkish statement, and that could be the game changer. As of now, that's the daily chart, and I mentioned a few times, guys, that I really do expect that we are going to test yearly lows, that we are going to go lower to test some nice demand zone between 100.14, 99.80. Okay. But could be that hawkish statement could help to close the day above 102.50. Now let's go and check intraday chart. I've already put some lines. Remember, I mentioned that we are looking to buy here. We went lower, our long was stopped out here, and we jumped higher, right? Especially yesterday after the CPI, we went higher. Now, guys, what we may see as initial knee-jerk reaction, let's say during the announcement that there is a no change, right? We may see some move to the downside. Market will try to test the demand. Okay? Market may want to try to test the demand. And I would say we may want to try to scale in with tight stop. If, for example, your account balance cannot hold scaling in with overall total risk of 0.25%, then skip the first level and try to catch second level. What I'm gonna do, I will try, of course, let's see what's going to happen. I will try to buy as close as possible to 102 and then as close as possible to 101.8070 with tight stop on the beginning, just as a last line, right? I may want to exit earlier, whatever. As last line, I'm gonna put my stop below 101.59, okay? On the offer side. And we really need to close below, above 102.35, 102.50. We really need to close above. Okay? What about selling opportunities? Exactly. That's eventually that's the zone. $102.35.50. If we are going to see first reaction to the upside, to this selling zone, to this supply zone, we may want to decide to go with the flow if we are going to stop around this level. Okay? So overall, 102.35, 102.50, 102, 101.60 on the downside. Okay? That's what we are looking for on dollar yen. Euro dollar. Just one moment. Just 1 second. Euro dollar. There is a few possibilities on euro dollar. Let's start with, again, with daily chart. We discussed it a few times already. I do expect that we are going to test 34.75 or even lower towards 34. Okay, so from bull's perspective, I'm going, as of now, based on current market situation, I would like to see, before buying, I would like to see action to the downside. Okay? And maybe we are going to join at some point, but we do have some selling levels to the upside as well. I would rather buy closer to 34. Now let's get back to intraday chart. We may want to try to sell based on dynamic supply zone, which is around 36.20. 36.20, Piotr, you're saying. That's nice. Why? Because we do have also static supply zone in between 3620, 3640, 45. Remember, we discussed it yesterday. So that could be our chance eventually to go short euro dollar. Okay. The next area with selling interest supply zone is in between 3675, 3695. So if we are going to see strong breakout, then we are going to wait till tomorrow for this selling opportunity. And if we are going to go higher tomorrow, okay, let's say we are going to have some stop within the selling zone, and let's say we are going to be short and we are going to be stopped out, okay. We may want to look for buying opportunity then, as discussed yesterday, towards 3760. So from the buying perspective, we are looking to buy on a very deep around 34, or we are looking to buy after the breakout, pullback, that could be tomorrow, with 3765 as a target. That's two buying scenarios. Selling scenario number one, we are looking to sell around this dynamic supply zone, around this static supply zone in levels in between 3620, 3645 or 3675, 3695. That's our euro dollar. Okay. That's our euro dollar. What next? I would say that we are going to skip pound today, and we will try to focus on pound tomorrow around retail sales number. Okay, around retail sales number. The same with pound yen and the same with pound Swiss franc. But I would like to show you the nice development on euro pound, which is telling me something. Okay, we made new high today after Bank of England. Within AB, CD, we got some chances to go towards 80-20 intraday. But guys, remember we discussed it. We do have huge wide monthly demand zone. Right above we have weekly. The end of the weekly zone is the beginning of the monthly zone, 79.15. Okay, so that's some profit taking on Monday, some profit taking today going on the market. So it's possible that we are going to move slightly higher towards 80.50 maybe. Okay, so that's nice development for tomorrow. Really, if we are going to see weak retail sales from UK. and the last is going to be Australian dollar. And let's have a look what kind of the possibilities we may have here. Let's start with daily. Looks like today it could be all about daily close. Okay, it could be. We have this intraday 93.25. We discussed it a few times already, and it holds as of now. We do have resistance on daily around 93.60. Then one more around 93.80. Let's have a look what we have on intraday chart. That's the point on intraday 93.25 I mentioned about a few minutes ago. Then we have this supply zone here around 93.60, which corresponds with resistance on daily. Okay, green line. We do have this visible 93.80, and as discussed yesterday, slightly higher 93.90, 94.02. Some supply zones where market showing strength last time. Okay. If we are going to see dollar strengthening, possible targets 93, 92.85, 92.65, that's zone based on the monthly chart. And that could be 1 consolidation, 2 consolidation, 3. That could be. And the last thing, indices. And I'm gonna look for selling opportunities on S&P 500 within this area, around last high. Okay. So, 5 minutes to go. Let's have 3 minutes water break, and let's wait for let me some time to prepare the charts. We are going to skip the pound, but we are going to do this like this. We may want pound yen, we are going to skip it. We want to see dollar yen and something on euro JPY, okay, Aussie, and we are going to skip pound Swiss franc. So we are going to do this like this with S&P. Okay, 2 minutes water break, and we are get back to business. Okay guys, be ready. Let's see. This ECB low, as I mentioned, we are not going to be the buyer here anymore. Maybe 34.75.70, as I mentioned, that is a support, but I would like to buy on a very, very deep. Okay. Let's see the reaction on the gold as well. So right now we are going to have a decision and statement, then we are going, half an hour later, we are going to have press conference. So that could be tricky, the first half an hour. As you can see, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down. Market makers are earning money right now. Okay, euro is moving to the upside, dollar yen is moving to the downside, and up and down. That was not possible to sell if you haven't ordered there. There is no reason to sell Aussie right now as we are going one-way ticket to the upside. That's tricky. That's tricky. I bought a tiny dollar yen as I mentioned. Let me just send it. $101.59 my stop offer. Whoa! Quick 20 pips. Let me check services. I mentioned there is no reason to sell, didn't I? Maybe you never heard something like this? Yeah, sorry about this. But we are right to the point on dollar yen as of now. I hear shame on Aussie. Shame on us. Shame on me. Let's have a look on some news. No change. Looking for more information. So come on, Mr. Dollarian, come on. Look guys, where pound stopped. Remember, I mentioned 69.20, 69 as a possible support, but I explained why I don't want to buy there, right? But look, we stopped exactly here. Look, first hit into the resistance, right? We stop exactly on our line. So that's why so important are points. That's why so important there is plan, is good plan. Guys, I'm gonna move my stop to entry level on dollar yen. Just let me make an update. Simply, I don't want to lose on that position. That's still possible that we are going to have a move to the downside during the press conference, okay? So I don't want to be a victim. What are the comments? Looks like one member sees high in 2014. That could be dollar supportive. But for how long? The question is for how long? For how long? Let's see. What we know till now is that almost for sure market makers earn money, right? We were higher here, we saw reaction here, and we are in the middle of the nowhere. We are right at the point where we were before the announcement. Pound the same, Aussie USD the same. Looks like the big loser could be yen here. The victim could be yen because dollar yen is trying to hold the ground. Dollar yen is trying to hold the ground. And we really need to see them above initial reaction high, above 102.35.36. Stock is going higher before the Yellen press conference. GDP, similar to IMF, GDP downgraded. Inflation has been upgraded, and it looks like it's a better outlook for unemployment, so better view for job market. This GDP downgraded doesn't looks good, but overall the rest supports dollar as of now, in my opinion. But come on, look at the Aussie. Oh, Euro JPY. We just retested this intraday level, and move above this high. It's gonna be bullish, but right above we do have supply zone. And the next one. Quick, let's have a quick view on Aussie yen, at Aussie yen. $95.25 level we were talking about when we were here. That could be bullish, that could be bullish, depends where we are going to close. Okay, we have few minutes to start the press conference, so I would like to... There's nothing on gold, that's strange. Stock market incredibly strong. right now. Okay, as we have New Zealand GDP announcement before the Tokyo Open, let's have a look on Aussie Kiwi. And we discussed it yesterday. If any disappointment here, I would be very careful. That could spur some profit taking toward 108.50, this blue line. Okay, 108.65, that's where the market took out all the supply into the left side. So guys, if you are going to trade New Zealandian GDP announcement, so I would rather look for some disappointment and I would look for buying opportunity around this level. Okay. Because we can easily break down, and after the retest of the supply, first supply, we may go lower towards 106.80. But I wouldn't sell on a breakdown, right? We had similar situation on pound Aussie, right? Where I explained that wait for breakdown, buy on into the buying zone, and wait for move back. And it what happened with pound Aussie. Now we could have similar situation on Aussie Kiwi, right? And we do have quite strong one-way ticket. So I would look for some kind of disappointment here. Would you like to trade Kiwi strengthen? You know my favorite cross. But we are far from the selling zone. Still this signal here. And potential target. Okay. And nothing is going on. Euro dollar, it's where we started. For sure, market makers earn the money. The same dollar yen. But because we had good plan, we bought almost into that dip, and we are in a very comfortable situation that we do have stop on entry level, right? So if someone was chasing the market, most probably longs chasing the market on a breakout here were stopped out. Shorts chasing the market on a breakdown here were stopped already. Similar to the pound yen, similar to the Aussie, similar to the other crosses. Okay. So that's why so important is what I'm always trying to explain, what I'm always saying. First, you have to have a plan. Second, don't chase the prices. Don't try to react as market makers want you to react. wait, and within few seconds we may have we may conclude that it's FOMC like non-event, right? Nothing is going on. But that could be even a very good situation, because if there is a no strong move tonight, then we may have nice setups tomorrow during our live trading room. Okay, so we have to be patient. Always we have to be sorry, we have to be patient. Always have a plan. And do not chase the market. Iron discipline. Guys, we do have 9 minutes to press conference. Let's have a water break, okay? I need some water again. Hopefully nothing is going to happen within the next 9 minutes. So let's have a short break for 5 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, press conference will start shortly. Looks like our long dollar yen could be under pressure. So maybe we will be able to buy lower. Okay. Let's see. No doubt we are in a very comfortable situation with dollar yen, right? Completely different than the guys who were chasing here or selling below, right? That's why the plan is so important. I know it's boring sometimes, but really believe me, the trading overall could be boring sometimes, because every day we have to do the same. Plan, follow the plan, plan, follow the plan, plan, follow the plan. Don't chase the prices, don't chase the prices. Iron discipline, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. And honestly, I'm always saying that Forex is not for everyone. Okay? Forex is not for everyone, guys. Anyway, really looks like non-event. Dollar, euro dollar. We hit this hour zone here. But as explained earlier, this first one between 35.85, 36, I'm looking for some stop hunting with momentum towards the next zone, right? So I'm not a seller here. I'm waiting for something else extra. We do have some hesitation on stock. Yeah, right now we are in a position that we need hawkish statement, hawkish press conference, hawkish Fed. But look guys, it's enough to have a look on few dollar crosses to know that euro is the weakest. Okay, press conference should start soon. In case we are going to see the move above 102.35, 102.50, okay, I do expect test of 102.90, 103.40, right? And to be honest with you, honestly, I do expect in that case even higher prices towards this monthly supply zone 103.75, 104.15. But as of now, our stop at entry level is under pressure. So we don't have to talk about this 100 pip higher levels if we don't know that we are going to survive next 5 minutes, okay? It looks like we are going to still 102.04 offer, so we are still, me actually, still on the market. Based on some comments, it's not hawkish statement. I can see some comments. There is a very little change into the previous statement. Lowered GDP forecast. As discussed, I'm stopped at entry. I'm not gonna to go into the same water. Aussie pushing higher means that we start the press conference. Majority see appropriate timing of tighter monetary policy to be 2015. Okay, USA, we are within the selling zone on S&P. Okay. Guys, let me send I'm gonna send info about selling S&P futures, but guys, not current one which expired this Friday. I'm selling September 1. Okay. Just one moment. Just one moment. Okay. Okay. We react into the first visible resistance here. Okay. But as I mentioned, if anything, I would look for higher points. But if we are going to end this early move at the top, but definitely not going to be bearish, okay? We may want to find some dynamic supply zone which is under pressure. Why those 2 points? Because we made the low here, right, compared to here and here, and from here we went even lower. So last two swings, and that's the dynamic supply zone. We may also create one more. Ay, 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 ay. We may also create, because of this move, we took out demand, and because of the move from here where we took the demand. So here and here, and we are reacting with resistance here. But if we are going to close this hour close to the high, that's definitely not going to be bearish. Sorry, yeah, that's not going to be bearish. In regards to pound, I'm answering right now, and as I mentioned earlier, in regards to pound and Swiss franc, we are waiting for retail sales tomorrow and from UK and Swiss National Bank. So definitely during tomorrow's live trading room we are going to focus on those two. Okay. So let's try to find some news from the press. Nothing from the press conference right now. I took the short S&P because of this supply zone on daily and because of this intraday supply point, the yellow line. I gave some room into that position, okay, bigger than needed. So means that my position is smaller because the risk is defining the size of my position. So my stop based on the September contract is much. I got bigger room, okay, but also my target based still on this June contract, okay, based on this June contract. If the zone is going to hold, I do believe that half we got the chance to hover on a retest of this bottom and dynamic demand zone 20 daily moving average, but overall I do expect 1900 we got the chance to test this level. Higher inflation, lower GDP forecast, everything announced on the right that when we are right at supply zone. So, and come on. Euro JPY. We were waiting for 38.80, right? Looks like market decided to turn around slightly earlier. But as of now, it could be retest only. Again, we don't have to chase the prices, especially during the late US session, okay? We just as a reminder, we were long immediately, almost few seconds. We had like 20-25 pips. Unfortunately, we were stopped at entry. And right now, because of the selling or supply zone here, S&P, we took short on S&P. I'm gonna go through all the details later today. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. So I'm gonna to see if it's a really dovish, and if really is, then again we are going back to the scenario that we are going to test the lows, yearly lows on dollar yen, right? But that's for tomorrow, right? We reacted right at defined support demand zone. It was good for a few minutes. Then we were stopped at entry. Now we holding short S&P. Completely non-event on euro dollar. The rest is stronger, right? Aussie, pound. Okay. Now, if you are going to watch Kiwi GDP announcement, again, I would look for some kind of disappointment. Looks like we are trying to turn around now. Bam! Look, guys. Really, we do have crystal ball in our live trading room. Do we? Oh, we don't have it. Simply, it's very late here in my place. Okay. Another confirmation for possible bounce could be move above this resistance here around 107.70. Okay, so if you would like to wait and watch GDP announcement, be careful. I would rather look for disappointment here and eventually, but there is, come on, there is no way to join. There was the one from my point of view on this retest here, right? But most probably on the move down here, if you took partial profit, then okay, most probably you moved your stop to entry. So you are out of the market, unfortunately, right now. There is no reason to chase the market. Okay. So guys, unfortunately, we made first trade. It was FX dollar yen, and we were happy for a while. Then we moved stop to entry level, and we are going to watch Japanese crosses tomorrow during live trading room again. So we were stopped at entry level. Then we earlier we defined also the supply zone on S&P 500, and we are sitting short here. Nothing happened. We were watching especially euro dollar, right? And the truth is that nothing happened. Based on the comments, available comments on the news services, it looks like slightly mixing, right? Some guys saying it was dovish, some that was not that dovish. Let's give them the time to settle, to rethink everything, and hopefully tomorrow. That's why we've got the another live trading room tomorrow, very early morning, right at Europe Open. Okay, guys. So don't it's not necessary. Don't chase the prices. Don't chase the prices. Okay. Simply, we had few plans. We took the long based on our plan. We took the short based on our plan. There was nothing like chasing the market. Okay. Looks like right now dollar is weakening, especially versus Aussie and pound. Okay. So let's leave it as it is. Holding short S&P 500 on future market. My name is Piotr. It was my pleasure to cover FOMC. It was not that great as it was during last two ECBs, for example, right? But unfortunately, it's not always the case, right? So thank you very much. Really, thank you very much for your time. And see you with the next, wow, less than 12 hours, 11 hours, and we are going to start another season of live trading room, okay? Guys, thank you very much. Take care. Have a beautiful evening. See you tomorrow. My name is Piotr. Good night.